on the set.
Hello, my name is Nancy. I'm a retired teacher, an educator, a lifelong learner, a gardener, a mother, and a grandmother. And I moved to Connecticut a few years ago, and it's here in Connecticut where I got the idea to write this book. There were some tragic accidental child drownings, and it greatly upset me. And this book became much more than I ever thought it would be. But it's a newly published book that I wrote, and this TV series is based on this book. And what I'm trying to do is bring attention to avoidable, preventable childhood accidents that happen and devastate families. And so each time I do a series, I'm going to talk about a part of from the first part of the book and then from the second part of the book. How to keep kids safe is the first part of the book, and how to keep kids happy and fulfilled and healthy is from the second part of the book. But I will also talk about a human interest story, me growing up in Brooklyn, New York in the late 50s and early 60s in an Italian-American household, because it was a very interesting childhood. We had a lot of friends and family who were often in the house, and we had great times. And I think it's interesting. Storytelling is important for human beings. Human beings love stories. And so a story I'm going to tell today is about when we lived in Brooklyn on East 52nd Street in the Old Mill Basin section of Brooklyn, which wasn't far from Jamaica Bay or the Atlantic Ocean or the Bell Parkway. And the Bell Parkway is a road that many people in Brooklyn and Queens are familiar with, mainly because there's always so much traffic on it, but also it connects people, and it connects people's lives, and it connects people to very interesting things in Brooklyn and Queens. And one of those places my family liked to go was only a 20-minute ride on the Bell Parkway, and that was Aqueduct Racetrack. And Aqueduct Racetrack has been there for 130 years in Queens, and they have thoroughbred horse racing. And my family and their friends and relatives would often get in the car, and they would go to Aqueduct and they would watch the horse races. And I always was mystified by how much they loved it and they enjoyed that. But that was a form of entertainment for them. And then when I got older, I've always had a spiritual side of me. And when I got older, as I developed my spiritual and religious side, I was able in 1995 to go to a mass that was held in Aqueduct Racetrack, and Pope John Paul II was the celebrant at that mass, and I was there. And it was an amazing experience to be there and celebrate with everyone and be a part of that. And I always thought that was so ironic that my family would go to Aqueduct Racetrack to watch horse racing, and then I, as an adult, was there praying with the Pope and thousands of other people. So I always thought that was an interesting story, and I wanted to share that today. So as I get more into the book, I just want to say that the ideas and suggestions and reminders in this book are not only from my personal experiences, but some are, but mostly they're from experts, from doctors, from experts in a variety of different fields. And I've used their knowledge, and I've cited them when I have used their knowledge. And so it's not only my ideas. I want you to know that that's important. Today, what we're going to talk about in the first part of the book is furniture tip-overs. And again, this is a very serious subject. It's very disturbing to read accounts, which I did to write this book. I read accounts, first-hand accounts of what parents have gone through. Getting a child being injured, but also there are fatalities from children being crushed by furniture. It's horrible. It's just horrible. So this is what I'm going to read now. Chapter 45, The Danger of Heavy Falling Objects and Furniture Tip-Overs. When placing heavy objects on furniture, such as TVs, appliances, sculptures, pottery, or anything heavy that can fall off, think about how to secure those items so they can't fall and injure your child. If they can't be secured, reconsider their placement. Mount flat-screen TVs to the wall or secure them to furniture. Furniture tip-overs are more common than people realize, and if drawers are left open, furniture can become unstable. Placing furniture on carpets can make them less stable as well. Children will try to climb on top of furniture if there's something they want, not realizing the danger. Dresses in children's rooms should be fastened to the wall so they can't tip over, and bookcases and other furniture as well. To secure furniture to the wall, use anti-tip brackets and anchoring devices. There is a large selection of safety devices, including an L bracket, so research which are the best products for your home. Also install devices on dresser drawers so they can't be pulled out all the way, such as drawer stops or safety straps. Parent advocates for child safety, as well as investigative reporting by Consumer Reports, were successful in getting the sturdy Stop Tip-Overs of Unstable Risky Dresses on Youth Act passed in September 2023 by Congress. Furniture manufacturers will have to follow stricter rules and test their dresses for stability and provide anchoring kits when they are sold. The new rule applies only to dresses, so keep that in mind and install anchors on dresses and any other furniture which can tip over. Bookcases, heavy bookcases, often tip over as well. Also, the new ruling applies only to dresses made after September 1st, 2023. Dresses made before September don't have to comply with the stricter requirements, so be aware of this when purchasing a new dresser. When traveling, visiting others, or in new unfamiliar locations, take extra precautions and assess the indoor and outdoor areas where your child is playing to make sure nothing can fall on your child. And as I said, if you read some of these stories, they're just heartbreaking, so be extra diligent about this. Secure, anchor furniture as best you can. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't say you're going to do it at a later time. You need to take care of that. It's very important. Thousands of children every year are injured, especially under 6 years of age, and some of those are fatal. So pay attention to this major safety hazard. And now I'm going to go over a topic from the second part of the book, keeping kids and teens happy and fulfilled and healthy. This topic today is the importance of seeing beauty in the world. The book is made up of short chapters. And this is a quote from an American writer and philosopher, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Never lose an opportunity of seeing anything that is beautiful, for beauty is God's handwriting. Whether you watch a sunrise or a sunset as a family, or admire great art in a museum, visit a majestic state or national park, or a beautiful lake, beach, or the mountains, opening your child to the power of beauty will enhance their lives. There is so much beauty all around us if only we open our eyes to see clearly. There is beauty in nature, landmarks, art masterpieces, historic buildings, churches, and other houses of worship, and intimate family moments, to name a few. Holding a newborn baby, seeing a baby smile, a contented look from a child knowing they are loved, a grandparent's love and pride, or to watch a puppy or kitten playing. It's important to point out beauty and touching moments to your children and to seek it in your lives. Plato wrote that looking at beauty causes the soul to grow wings. We are surrounded by beauty. We live in an enchanted, mysterious world that is colorful and picturesque if you look in the right places. Point out the beautiful when you see it. Plan trips to beautiful places. Create unique memories by seeking out beauty where and when you can. A simple wildflower or a field of wildflowers can be glorious to see, as well as a rose garden. Teach children to use a camera or a cell phone camera to capture and document the beauty in your neighborhood or when you travel or at the park. Simple poems or other types of creative writing can capture in words the beauty they see and witness. Encourage creative writing and stream of consciousness writing that just flows from your consciousness, to explore the beauty they've seen and how it has made them feel, how it has touched them, and how it has made them view the world differently. Give children a sketch pad and some colored pencils and let them try to capture the beauty that they've seen. Seeing beauty using our senses will also boost happiness, inspire creativity, it improves well-being, elevates our mood. Beauty can give us moments of peace and tranquility and calm. Make a list of beautiful places in your town, in your state, and in the country that you would like to visit. Talk about it with your children. Plan a trip. It could be locally, or it could be a trip, as I said, to another part of the country. But there's beauty everywhere. Just point it out to children and make them aware of it and how to use their senses to appreciate the beauty in the world. Again, I'd like to say that I have a website that I've spoken about, keepingkidsandteensafeandhappy.com. It's a work in progress, but I will be adding to it as the time goes on. I have some recipes there for nutritious soups, which I will be talking about in the future, how important good nutrition is for children's happiness and for their good health. So I have one there right now for homemade chicken soup. I believe that homemade chicken soup, as do doctors and nutritionists, that it's very healthy. Chicken broth is very good for you. So I would encourage you to go there and maybe try to make that with your children. So check out the website. I've also been making some TikTok videos, which are really fun to make, and I've been enjoying them and enjoying reading people's responses to the videos. So I'm trying to get the word out. I'm trying to get people to help me to bring attention to preventable accidents. I'm trying to save children's lives, and I hope you'll help me in whatever way you can. So think about that. If there's a way you can help me spread this message, I would appreciate it. There's a special dedication at the end of this show that I hope you will read. My book and this TV series is dedicated to children. And here are some final thoughts and hope for all of us. May I live with peace, and may you live with peace. May I live with goodness, and may you live with goodness. May I be kind to others, and may you be kind to others. May I be a healing presence for others, and may you be a healing presence for others. May I find meaning and purpose in my life, and may you find meaning and purpose in your life. May I remember to be grateful, and may you remember to be grateful. I would like to thank Western Connecticut Community TV for their training and ongoing support. Thank you for watching this show. I'll see you next time.